reasoning.
Why don't you let
We
people
don't
make
allow
that decision, though? Why don't you allow the people to say when they're 18 years old to have this responsibility? Like when you get to turn 18, you get to be an adult and you take responsibility for your life. And so if you want to sign your rights away to somebody else, you could. So basically in your living will, you could write in there, well, give me the right as long as my mommy and my brother don't think I'm crazy. But if they think I'm crazy, then take away the right. I mean, you could put in some catch clause if you want to narrow your right and have some other authority decide, well, you're depressed. Okay, well, if you want to have that authority make the decision, well, then you can put that in the paper. But I know I don't want that authority. I don't want some asshole deciding what depressed is. Because, yeah, these assholes have a preposterous definition of depressed. They don't think that's like you witnessed the Holocaust yesterday. Oh, you shouldn't be depressed. Eat your fucking cake and play with your balloon, asshole. You're not supposed to be depressed. The world's not supposed to be insufferably disgusting. No, you're supposed to find it edible and tasty, like the rest of us. I mean, that's why the world is a piece of shit. It's because you are all shit eaters.
Well, perhaps society's afraid, and probably most family members would be afraid that with the auspices of the authorities of our social establishment giving us the right to end our life, it may motivate some people to do so, and we may have an increased suicide rate.
Or it may demotivate other people to do it. This is just speculation. You have no basis to basically think this. Because, you know, there are a lot of people who commit suicide for stupid reasons. You know, my boyfriend left me, so I'm gonna jump out of the building. So instead of jumping out of the building, you know, there is a program where you can, you know, have a peaceful death. You go there, you talk to somebody, and you realize that, well, you don't want to kill yourself just because some asshole dumped you. You know, how many cases are that people don't commit suicide because they reach a decision, a logical decision that they just want to end their life? Maybe there would be a decrease in the suicide rate. There's no way for you to know.
Yeah, and just think about the attention whores. It would kill all the attention whores to be out of business, right? But you're not going to get attention anymore. You know, you climb up to the top of a building, everybody's just going to say, why don't you just act on your living will, asshole? Why do you have to fucking stop traffic and make all this fucking mess, you motherfucking attention whore? And you'll shoot him off the building instead of, you know, saving him. You just shoot him for breaking the law and not dying properly. You know, so you won't get sympathy anymore. You know, you're not going to get sympathy, and no one's going to pay attention to you or anything. I want to die. Well, then everybody's just going to say, well, go ahead, you dumb asshole. It's your right. It's your free country. Go die, you asshole. So, yeah, you're not going to get attention anymore. So all the little frivolous assholes who want to die because, you know, mommy's not paying enough attention and their Christmas present was inadequate, yeah, those fuckers will be out of business.
But also think about, in the context of legal suicide, a whole nother industry opening up, encouraging you. Here's our suicide machine. It'll be nice and easy.
Well,
I could see that happening.
You can't make that much money off of it. Really, how much fucking money can you make off of a dead human? Come on, okay? There ain't much money to be made on somebody who's only gonna eat one potato chip. I mean, come on, how much can you spend? You know, here's my special arsenic potato chip. It'll kill you in one bite. You know, how much can you sell it for? What, $15?
I know, for instance, that lethal injection that is used to euthanize animals here is $10. You know, if your pet is sick, you pay $10 and they euthanize him, and it's quick. He dies in like 20 seconds. So it's you're never gonna make a fortune out of people committing suicide. Come the fuck on. You know, you make a lot more money if you keep them alive and consuming.
Yeah, and it's, you know, you're talking
right, but if
people, and here it costs $70 to get a pet euthanized, right? Why does it cost that much money? Right, because we've allowed people to turn into an industry.
Right, and guys, let's not be so myopic. Wink, wink, Zomgrits. $10, $5 to kill yourself. I mean, what's it take really to bury somebody or to cremate somebody? But yet it costs thousands in funeral. So you would see parlors popping
well, no,
up.
all that's going to be paid for anyway. You're all going to die someday. Newsflash. You are going to die. Okay? I don't want to surprise you, but that's inevitable. That expense is inevitable. Okay? And guess what? You're cheaper if you weigh less. Kill yourself younger, you'll weigh less, so you'll be cheaper. Okay, I mean, that's just a bogus argument, how much it's going to cost to bury you. You got that problem no matter how the fuck I die or no matter when I die, that problem is the same problem.
Yeah, but that's deferred for years and decades. Now it's legal. So let me give you a little. Let me give you a little scenario.
That deferring that cost does not make it less expensive, asshole. So that's a stupid fucking argument. And it's made more expensive by the fact that you're more likely to die some slow, pathetic, expensive way with a bunch of people being paid to wipe my ass and all this other crap. So it's don't even try the economic argument. It's a bogus bullshit argument.
I mean, if this was the case, then people were already, convinced to commit suicide. There would be already campaigns, convincing people to commit suicide. That wouldn't change. The only thing that changes is this part that I think, personally, I think it should be part of a healthcare plan, and it should be done for free.
Yeah, well, let me give you a scenario, though, okay? Let me just give you a little scenario. Besides the $5 and $10 pill that you're talking about that kills you, here's a whole new industry with lavish advertising saying, come to our parlor and die in style. It sits up to 12 people. We have a movie that's played, all the music you want. There's a DJ.
So fucking what? Compared to all the other colossal expenses in our existence, that would be less than a DVD, TV, or whatever. One less TV purchase. All right, it's a tiny, minute piece of the economy this would be. So it is just complete nonsense, and it would still be complete nonsense because people would voluntarily spend that money. So then you're saying, well, these people want to die, but they want to die this way with a movie and a blah, 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 and a sound effect and playing a video game, and they want to fuck a hooker while they die. So fucking what? Who cares? I mean, this is a minor expense to what it costs for one day of what you would cost in a nursing home. I mean, one day.
Gary, think about
you think about it. You think about how much money right now is being wasted. All right, 70% of your entire lifetime health care costs will take place in the last 6 months of your stupid, stinking life. Think about that for a minute. Think about burning a house down. That's what the average human consumes in health care. All right, as a fucking house. So every asshole who wastes 10 years in a nursing fucking home is burning a house down.
Chris, let me just make my point real quick. All right, please give me a second. When I say think about this, I wasn't going back to the industry, the death industry. I was saying, why do you think they don't allow family members to serve on a jury when a loved ones are when a loved one is killed? Because they're subject to their emotions. So you're handing the keys to the death machine to a person who's depressed. Okay, that scenario I don't agree with. That's all.
Oh, you don't agree with people having a right to become mature and make their own decisions. You have a right to make their decisions for them. And it's just bogus. The most important decision in a person's life, the most important philosophical freedom you could possibly have, and you don't think humans should have that right because you think you know what depressed is. Well, what if they're too fucking optimistic? What if they're retarded little unicorn balloon chasing Looney Tunes who believe in fables and fantasies? Like, what if they believe Little Red Riding Hood really exists, and the only reason why they're living is because they believe in Little Red Riding Hood? Should I have the right to kill them?
Look,
I mean, if we're going to go by this fucking bullshit standard that you know what depression is, you know how people should feel about life. You know, right? Other people can't know. You know better. You know exactly how a human being should feel about being on this pus ball. You think it's something other than a pus ball. You don't have one piece of proof of that, not one tiny shred of fucking evidence of that, but you'll tell other people what they should suffer. You fucking cunt.
Also, I think you're really underestimating the survival instinct we all have. I mean, you kind of like implying that all people with depression are suicidal, which is very untrue. A very, very small percentage of the people with depression are actually suicidal, are actually don't want to live anymore. And those people should have the right to fucking die. You know, I mean, it's... I really don't understand what's your problem with them. You know, you want to pop them full of pills, because this is what doctors do now. They pop them full of pills so they simply don't feel shit. If you see people that are, you know, heavily sedated because they are on suicide watch.
Yeah, well, watch One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, okay? Yeah, watch One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, because that's all they're doing to people with pills, okay? All they're doing is taking away their fucking identity, and now you think you've accomplished something? All right, there's 30, 40, 50, 60 million people in this fucking country who can't get through their fucking life without fucking goddamn Prozac, and you're fucking going to talk to me about how you know life is good enough and that all these people should live no matter what the fuck they think. I mean, fuck you. It's just a stupid fucking argument. The reason why this prohibition exists is because of fucking religion. The only fucking reason. It's not any rational reason, and you're just sitting there trying to rationalize fascist ignorance.
A lot of depression is transitory, and it may be situational.
A lot of optimism is transitory. A lot of fable, fantasy that my life's going to get better. Oh, I have cancer, but no, I'm going to be a survivor. Oh, I do that. All that is fucking transitory optimism. Okay, we can cure you of your transitory optimism, asshole. You are a complete imbecile. Don't you understand? You have no ability to define depression, asshole. No ability whatsoever. All you can say is you're not as happy as me. You're not as comfortable as me. Therefore, you must be the broken one. So the panther who says, I hate captivity, I am going to go insane, okay? That panther is the broken panther, and the only panther that's sane is the one that says, I'm going to turn into a domestic cat and sit in my little zoo cage and be happy. Fuck you! You're all Borg food, alright? You're the fucking idiots! You're the fucking insane lunatics! You motherfuckers! You sit there and do world wars where you kill millions of people in the horrific manner. You fucking irradiated them. You burned their fucking skin off. And you'll still talk about how life is worth living. You are the sick, insane motherfucker.
I'm simply defining the context.
I'm simply stating you're an arrogant, motherfucking sick bastard who has no right to tell anybody they're depressed.
I think this also comes from religious indoctrination. I mean, even people who are not religious, they still, you know, they see life better than death. No matter how that life fucking is. It's still, you know, it's still better to be alive, even if you're in pain, even if you're depressed, even, you know, anything beats death, because being dead, it's so fucking wrong. You know, life is such a wonderful thing and such a wonderful gift that you don't have, basically you don't even have the right to waste it away. You know, it's a shame if you waste your life away. It's just so stupid.
No, you'd be insulting God. You would insult Little Red Riding Hood, so you can't even contemplate life somehow not making sense, because that would insult Little Red Riding Hood. And what, I'm supposed to listen to that drivel and respect it? That drivel gets you a right to have rights? But no, if you don't speak that drivel, you don't have rights? Fuck that.
Well, how about them Phillies? They just won 6 in a row, and it looks like we had a 2-run game by God, who's the new guy, Dawson. Anyway, they're 1 game out from first place, I think. I think they're going to make it again this year.
Hey Gary, is that statistic anywhere close to accurate? You said like 30, 40, 50 million.